We talk about black and brown businesses don't have access to capital because black and brown businesses can't make it through year 3. You know, we have a tax system where your first year, you're paying your first year and a projection of your second year. We set up small businesses to fail. So all of these businesses, and now there's a growth of social impact businesses. I did, B Corp legislation also to incentivize people, impact businesses. So this notion of what does this small business community look like and how can it grow? It cannot happen if we structurally do not change that. And all the impact funds in the world are not going to be helpful if ultimately we don't change the bottom line of these businesses. And we've proven that. So we already know what works and we have to be aggressive about it. It's very hard in the middle of, a budget negotiations where you had the property assessments. We're juggling all of these things. I think we can do all of those things. I think we're going to be, and council has demonstrated this in the past, I think we're going to be in a good place around property tax assessments, around how do we protect people, and I think we're going to be able to do some of the business tax cuts and invest in people. Because we are at an intersection right now where the administration has federal money, we have the property tax assessments that now give us predictability moving into the future. What we need over the next 48 hours is the political will to say, we're going to do things a little bit different, right? We're going to take care and make investments in people. This crime situation, in terms of people wanting to stay in the city, is a huge one, right? People need to feel safe. Businesses, whether you're downtown or you're in the neighborhoods, what I would say to you, and I think what, pleases me around the alliance and others, what we need to do is create the political will space for people to do things differently. And that's what we've been lacking, this leadership of saying, we don't have a Marshall Plan because I think we still don't have a vision about what 2030 looks like. We're still dealing in 2022, we're still trying to deal with recovery, and we need to say, what is this city gonna look like in 2030? What does education look like in 2030? And I agree with Ryan. I think it's about 21st century learning schools, but we have to say to people, you're gonna get a good K-8 school in every neighborhood, whether it's a public school or a public charter, and you're entitled to that. What does that look like? And we need to fund it in a way that folks don't think of every time we talk about reorganizing the school district, it's about closing failing schools, right? Or failing buildings, but we're talking about, no, we're building new buildings, we're modernizing buildings, and we're creating school sizes that better reflect, this is a planning issue, reflect neighborhoods. Neighborhoods have changed. We don't need to send 200 kids to a building built for 1,000 folks, and we need to have honest dialogues with our residents about that. So this is a political will issue right now. This is in the 14 years I've been here and the 6 years that I've been chair of appropriations, never had we had the resources to make the right choices as we do now.